Imagine owning a motorcycle that once turned heads and defined an era, only to find out it's now unloved and on the verge of disappearing. From classic cruisers to legendary sport bikes, some iconic models are being left behind as riders move on. Here are the bikes nobody seems to want anymore, so they are sold with heavy discounts. Number 15. Honda Goldwing. Renowned for its unparalleled comfort and rock-solid reliability, the Goldwing has been the go-to choice for those who cherish smooth, luxurious rides on endless highways. This motorcycle's massive presence, plush seating, and cutting-edge features made it a staple for touring enthusiasts. At the heart of the Goldwing is a powerful 6-cylinder, 1,832 cubic centimeter engine that delivers 125 horsepower and 125 pound-feet of torque. The bike tips the scales at 929 pounds, which adds to its commanding road presence. Its braking system features dual front disc brakes and a single rear disc, complemented by a fully adjustable suspension that offers surprising agility for its size. With a starting price of approximately $25,000, the Goldwing is positioned as a premium touring motorcycle, reflecting its reputation for quality and performance. Despite its legendary status, the Goldwing faces an uncertain future. Changing rider preferences toward lighter and more versatile touring motorcycles have left the Goldwing struggling to maintain relevance. As adventure bikes and sport tours become more popular, the hefty and fuel-consuming Goldwing feels increasingly outdated. Moreover, the cost of maintenance has risen over the years, and complex repairs make it less appealing to modern riders. Rising fuel prices have also made heavy motorcycles like the Goldwing less practical. While longtime fans still praise its smooth ride and highway prowess, younger riders are looking for bikes that balance comfort with agility. Once the undisputed king of touring, the Goldwing now seems like a relic of a bygone era. From legendary touring to forgotten classics, this next bike once roared through city streets, but now barely whispers. Number 14. Triumph Thruxton. With its sleek, minimalist design, low-slung handlebars, and aggressive stance, the Thruxton has long been a symbol of rebellion and speed on urban roads. At its core lies a 1,200 cubic centimeter parallel twin engine producing 97 horsepower and 82 pound-feet of torque. This powerful heart, paired with a lightweight chassis of approximately 470 pounds, makes the Thruxton remarkably agile for spirited city riding. The braking system features dual front disc brakes and a single rear disc, ensuring confident stopping power. Meanwhile, its sporty suspension system delivers a firm and responsive ride, reinforcing its identity as a classic racer built for urban adventures. Priced at around $15,000, the Thruxton positions itself as a premium style-focused motorcycle, appealing to those who value heritage and performance. Despite its iconic status, the Thruxton's popularity is fading. The motorcycle world has shifted, and the cafe racer trend that once made the Thruxton so desirable is being overshadowed by the rise of versatile, technology-laden roadsters. Modern riders are increasingly drawn to bikes that offer a balance of comfort, utility, and performance, rather than purely retro aesthetics. Additionally, the Thruxton's relatively high production costs and niche market appeal make it a harder sell in an industry dominated by practicality and innovation. While dedicated enthusiasts still admire its retro charm and rebellious spirit, the broader market's tastes have evolved. If you thought the Thruxton's fall from grace was surprising, wait until you hear about our next bike, a high-tech marvel that promised to redefine the riding experience but failed to deliver. Number 13. Zero SRF. Promoted as the future of motorcycling, the Zero SRF marked a significant milestone in the electric motorcycle industry by being one of the first to challenge gas-powered bikes in both performance and usability. Boasting cutting-edge technology and incredible torque, it aimed to redefine what an electric motorcycle could achieve. Its 1,250 cubic centimeters electric motor generated an impressive 110 horsepower and 140 pound-feet of torque, weighing just 498 pounds. The bike's lightweight design offered nimble handling and swift acceleration. The braking system featured dual front disc brakes and a single rear disc, while the suspension system was tuned for both city and highway performance. Priced at around $20,000, the SRF positioned itself as a premium electric option, targeting riders seeking innovation and speed. Despite its promising start, the Zero SRF faced numerous challenges that hindered its mainstream acceptance. The high cost compared to traditional gas-powered motorcycles made it less appealing to a broader audience. Range anxiety also played a critical role in its downfall, as riders were hesitant to commit to a bike that required frequent charging with limited infrastructure. Additionally, major brands like Harley-Davidson launched their own electric models, diluting the SRF's novelty and leading many potential buyers to consider alternatives. From cutting-edge electric power to muscular brute force, this next bike was born to dominate but struggled to survive. We've taken you through bikes that were once unbeatable but now struggle to find a place on the road. If you've made it this far, it's clear you're in it for the long haul. Like this video and subscribe to our channel. Number 12. Ducati Diavel. Boldly combining the muscular stance of a cruiser with the performance-driven spirit of a sport bike, this machine stands out as a true hybrid on the road. Its aggressive styling and imposing presence make it instantly recognizable, capturing the essence of power and speed. At the heart of this dynamic bike is a 1262 cubic centimeter V-twin engine, delivering an impressive 157 horsepower and 95 pound-feet of torque. Weighing in at 539 pounds, it maintains surprising agility for a cruiser of its size. The braking system features dual front disc brakes and a single rear disc, offering reliable and precise stopping power. The sport-oriented suspension setup includes fully adjustable front forks and a rear monoshock, effectively balancing performance with comfort on diverse terrains. Priced at around $22,000, it positions itself as a premium choice for those seeking an unconventional blend of power and style. Despite its striking design and powerful engine, maintaining a consistent market presence has proven challenging. Its hybrid nature, part cruiser, part sport bike, often leaves potential buyers uncertain about its identity, as many prefer a more straightforward category. Maintenance costs are considerably higher than those of traditional cruisers, which adds another layer of hesitation for buyers. While the unique combination of power and style attracts enthusiasts, the high price tag and niche appeal make it less practical for everyday use. Speaking of bold moves, our next bike took a different path, blending heritage with modern flair. Number 11. BMW R9T. Merging vintage aesthetics with contemporary performance, this retro roadster captures the essence of classic motorcycling while incorporating modern engineering touches. Its minimalist design appeals to enthusiasts who appreciate the blend of old-school charm and cutting-edge capabilities. At the core of this machine is an 1170 cubic centimeter air-cooled flat twin engine, delivering 109 horsepower and 86 pound-feet of torque, weighing just 489 pounds. It remains impressively lightweight compared to other retro models, enhancing its agility and urban maneuverability. The braking system includes dual front discs and a single rear disc, providing reliable stopping power. Meanwhile, the suspension setup features upside-down forks in the front and a paralever rear configuration, promoting balanced handling and a comfortable ride. Priced at around $15,000, it positions itself as a premium choice for those seeking both style and performance. Despite its visual appeal, maintaining relevance in today's competitive market has become a challenge. High production costs make it one of the pricier options among retro motorcycles, which limits its accessibility to a broader audience. Furthermore, its retro styling and limited practical utility mean it primarily attracts collectors and enthusiasts, rather than everyday riders who prioritize versatility. As modern standards for performance and multifunctionality continue to evolve, this style-centric approach feels increasingly outdated. Although the craftsmanship and unique character are still appreciated, the bike's lack of adaptability makes it less appealing to the modern rider. From retro nostalgia to raw power, this next bike brought muscle to the streets, but could not keep its grip. Number 10. Yamaha VMAX. Renowned for its raw muscle and performance, this legendary power cruiser made its mark as a groundbreaking model in the 1980s, setting the standard for high-performance cruisers. Its bold presence and aggressive stance reflect its unyielding commitment to speed and power. At the core of this machine lies a massive 1,679 cubic centimeter V4 engine, capable of delivering 170 horsepower and 100 pound-feet of torque. Weighing in at 683 pounds, it is undeniably hefty, but its immense power output makes it feel explosive when unleashed on straightaways. The braking system includes dual front disc brakes and a single rear disc, providing reliable stopping power, while the suspension setup, featuring fully adjustable front forks and a monoshock rear, maintains controlled aggression, ensuring stability even during rapid acceleration. For those willing to invest in sheer power, the price hovers around $18,000, making it a choice for enthusiasts rather than everyday commuters. However, despite its powerful reputation, the bike has faced declining interest in recent years. The market for heavy power cruisers has significantly shrunk as riders increasingly favor lighter, more practical machines that better suit everyday use. Fuel consumption and maintenance costs are notable drawbacks, especially as fuel efficiency becomes a higher priority for many motorcyclists. Moreover, its considerable weight makes it cumbersome in urban settings, reducing its appeal as a daily ride. While die-hard fans still admire its muscle car-like attitude, most modern riders find the practical drawbacks hard to justify. From raw muscle to adventurous spirit, our next bike once conquered trails but now finds itself lost in the wilderness. Number 9. Kawasaki KLR 650. Introduced decades ago, the Kawasaki KLR 650 quickly built a reputation for being nearly indestructible, tackling everything from rugged mountain trails to cross-country journeys without missing a beat. At the heart of this iconic bike lies a single-cylinder, 650 cubic centimeter engine, delivering around 40 horsepower and 38 pound-feet of torque. Weighing approximately 430 pounds, it strikes a balance between being lightweight enough for off-road maneuverability while remaining sturdy on the highway. The braking system features a single front disc and a single rear disc, while the suspension setup boasts long travel with a telescopic front fork and a rear monoshock, designed to handle uneven terrain with ease. You could typically find one of these reliable machines priced just under $7,000, making it an affordable option for those seeking rugged exploration. However, as the adventure bike market evolved, this model began to show its age. Competing bikes from brands like Honda and BMW started offering more advanced features, including fuel injection, electronic aids, and lighter frames, which made the classic design seem increasingly outdated. Furthermore, tightening emissions regulations forced Kawasaki to update the bike, but these changes did not resonate with the core audience who valued its simplicity and ease of maintenance. Loyal fans continue to admire its straightforward design and the ability to perform basic repairs without specialized tools, but many new adventure riders are leaning towards more modern, technologically advanced options. From dirt trails to urban streets, this next bike lost its cool factor faster than it gained speed. Number 8. Indian Scout. Emerging as a stylish and lightweight cruiser, this bike aimed to capture the attention of riders who found Harley-Davidson's mid-range offerings too bulky and cumbersome. With its classic design enhanced by modern touches, it quickly became recognized for its agile handling and manageable size, qualities that appealed to both new and seasoned riders. At the heart of this cruiser lies a liquid-cooled 1133 cubic centimeter V-twin engine, producing a respectable 100 horsepower and 72 pound-feet of torque. Tipping the scales at around 560 pounds, it manages to balance cruiser heft with everyday rideability. The braking system consists of dual-piston front brakes and a single rear disc, offering reliable stopping power. Meanwhile, the suspension setup, featuring a telescopic front fork and dual shock rear, ensures a comfortable yet controlled ride, ideal for urban commutes and relaxed cruising. Typically priced at around $12,000, it offers an accessible entry into the cruiser segment while retaining a distinct classic appeal. However, despite its charm, this model has struggled to maintain a strong foothold within the cruiser market. Harley-Davidson's overwhelming presence continues to dominate the segment, making it difficult for this bike to carve out its own space. Additionally, the Scout has seen few significant updates over the years, whereas competitors have steadily rolled out new features, including modern tech integrations and improved ergonomics. From cruisers to sport bikes, this next model was once the king of speed but now struggles to keep pace. Number 7. Suzuki Hayabusa. A name that once struck fear into the hearts of competitors, this iconic hyperbike earned its reputation as the ultimate speed machine. Launched in the late 1990s, it immediately became legendary for its blistering pace, capable of reaching over 185 miles per hour straight from the factory. At the core of this powerhouse lies a liquid-cooled 1,340 cubic centimeter inline-4 engine, producing a staggering 190 horsepower and 110 pound-feet of torque. Weighing approximately 585 pounds, it balanced raw power with formidable presence on both the track and the street. The braking system featured dual front disc brakes and a single rear disc, providing confident stopping power, while the fully adjustable suspension enhanced stability even at high speeds. For those seeking unparalleled velocity, it came with a premium price tag of around $18,000, positioning itself as the ultimate statement of speed. However, the bike's reign as the fastest production motorcycle has faced growing challenges. Stricter emission regulations across global markets forced Suzuki to make modifications to the engine, which slightly reduced performance while adding weight. As a result, the hyperbike's once undisputed dominance started to wane. Moreover, consumer preferences have shifted towards lighter, more agile sport bikes rather than heavy hyperbikes, which offer speed without the compromises of excessive weight and maintenance. From speed demons to cultural icons, this next bike's fall from grace shocked classic bike enthusiasts. Number 6. Harley-Davidson V-Rod. Launched in 2001, the V-Rod marked a bold departure from Harley's traditional cruiser lineup. It was the first Harley-Davidson motorcycle to feature a liquid-cooled engine, developed in collaboration with Porsche. The Revolution engine, an 1,130 cubic centimeter V-twin, produced approximately 115 horsepower and 74 pound-feet of torque, making it one of the most powerful production Harleys of its time. The V-Rod featured an aggressive drag-inspired design with a low muscular stance, forward foot controls, and a wide rear tire. Its distinctive look made it stand out on the road, while the Revolution engine provided a high-revving, smooth power delivery that was a stark contrast to the low-end torque of traditional Harleys. The bike was equipped with dual front disc brakes and a single rear disc, providing adequate stopping power for its weight of about 667 pounds. Suspension duties were handled by inverted front forks and dual rear shocks, offering a sporty but somewhat firm ride. Despite its performance credentials, the V-Rod struggled to find its place within the Harley-Davidson lineup. Traditional Harley enthusiasts found the bike too far removed from the brand's heritage, while sport bike riders were reluctant to embrace its cruiser format. Additionally, its unique design made it challenging to customize, and parts were not always compatible with other Harley models. With a starting price of around $16,900 during its final model year, the V-Rod remained relatively expensive compared to other cruisers. Next up is a cruiser that had the looks but couldn't keep up with changing tastes. Number 5. Harley-Davidson Sportster 883. Known for its iconic V-twin engine, compact size, and accessible price point, the 883 became the go-to entry-level cruiser for those looking to experience the Harley lifestyle without breaking the bank. Introduced in the late 1950s, the model has undergone numerous updates over the years, but its core essence remains the same. Raw, simple, and unapologetically American, its straightforward design and unmistakable rumble made it a favorite among riders who value tradition and simplicity. Priced around $9,900, it offers a relatively affordable entry into the world of Harley-Davidson. However, as the motorcycle market evolved, the 883 started to lose its footing. Emission regulations increasingly targeted the air-cooled V-twin engines that are a hallmark of the Sportster series. Meanwhile, competing brands introduced more powerful, technologically advanced, and fuel-efficient models, leaving the 883 feeling outdated. Younger riders began gravitating towards lighter, sportier bikes equipped with modern features, while Harley's strategic pivot towards electric models and touring bikes left the Sportster series somewhat neglected. The 883's engine is an 883 cubic centimeter V-twin that generates around 50 horsepower and 54 pound-feet of torque. It weighs approximately 550 pounds, making it relatively manageable for a cruiser but still heavier than most modern alternatives. The bike's appeal lies in its classic design and vintage charm, but performance enthusiasts often criticize it for lacking speed and agile handling compared to its rivals. And if you think Harley's days are numbered, wait until you hear about a modern retro that's struggling to find its place. Number 4. Moto Guzzi Grigio, an Italian motorcycle with a distinctive naked roadster design. This bike stands out for blending retro appeal with modern power. Known for its torquey V-twin engine and unconventional aesthetics, it aimed to attract riders looking for a stylish and unique experience. Introduced in the mid-2000s by Moto Guzzi, the bike featured a tubular steel frame, sculpted fuel tank, and the signature transverse V twin engine that gave it a rugged yet refined presence. Priced around $12,000, it positioned itself as a premium option for those seeking character over conformity. Despite its striking appearance, the bike struggled to gain mainstream success, particularly in the United States. The Grisso's engine is an 1150 cubic centimeter V-twin, delivering around 110 horsepower and 80 pound-feet of torque. Weighing approximately 540 pounds, it felt heavier and less agile than its rivals. The braking system consists of dual front disc brakes and a single rear disc, providing adequate stopping power for its size. The suspension setup features an upside-down front fork and a single rear shock, tuned more for stability than agility. While some appreciated the bike's raw feel and robust build, others found it less refined compared to European competitors. Consumer feedback often praised the bike's unique style and solid build quality, but its quirky handling and less than ideal riding position for long distances were common criticisms. Many riders saw it as more of a collector's piece than a practical daily motorcycle. From Italian flair to rugged reliability, this next bike once dominated the adventure scene but is now losing traction. Number 3. Suzuki V-Strom 650. Known for its ruggedness and practicality, the V-Strom has maintained a strong presence in the adventure bike segment, appealing to those who value reliability over cutting-edge innovation. Priced competitively, the V-Strom 650 starts around $9,400, while the larger V-Strom 1050 can cost approximately $13,500, offering an accessible entry into the adventure bike world. Under the hood, the V-Strom 650 features a 645 cubic centimeter V-twin engine, producing around 70 horsepower and 44 pound-feet of torque. The larger V-Strom 1050 is powered by a 1,037 cubic centimeter V-twin engine, delivering approximately 106 horsepower and 74 pound-feet of torque. Both models are equipped with dual front disc brakes and a single rear disc, providing reliable stopping power. The long travel suspension system is tuned for light off-road use, offering a balanced ride on varied terrain. Weighing around 470 pounds for the smaller model and 545 pounds for the larger variant, they maintain reasonable agility for adventure bikes. Despite the solid value and practicality, the perception that the V-Strom has not kept pace with modern advancements has affected its appeal. Hardcore adventure riders increasingly opt for more powerful and technologically advanced bikes, leaving the V-Strom as a practical yet unexciting option. While loyal fans continue to appreciate its reliability, the bike's ability to remain relevant in a rapidly evolving market is increasingly uncertain. Next up is a cruiser that once defined mid-sized charm, but now finds itself outshined by more iconic names in the segment. Number 2. Royal Enfield Bullet 500. Revered for its timeless styling and iconic thumper sound, this bike carries a legacy that dates back to the early 20th century. Known for its rugged simplicity, the Bullet 500 embodies the spirit of classic motorcycling, appealing to those who value a straightforward, no-frills riding experience. The Bullet 500's specifications include a 4-stroke single-cylinder air-cooled engine with a displacement of 499 cubic centimeters. It generates 27 horsepower and 30 pound-feet of torque. The bike weighs 450 pounds, which, while manageable for a classic bike, feels hefty compared to newer models. The front suspension features telescopic forks with 130 millimeters of travel, while the rear suspension has twin gas-charged shock absorbers with 80 millimeters of travel. The braking system includes a single disc with 280 millimeters at the front and a single disc with 240 millimeters at the rear. Priced around $5,900, the Bullet 500 remains an affordable classic, but its appeal is largely sentimental rather than practical. While its unmistakable exhaust note and vintage look still capture the hearts of die-hard fans, the reality is that modern riders expect a smoother, faster, and more comfortable experience. As a result, the Bullet 500 has gradually faded into obscurity, outpaced by more refined and technologically advanced models. And finally, the number 1 spot goes to a bike that once embodied the spirit of classic Japanese engineering, but now finds itself outpaced by modern roadsters. Number 1. Honda CB 1100. The idea behind the CB1100 was to bring back the classic lines and minimalist appeal of Honda's early roadsters while adding modern performance elements. Launched as a tribute to the past, this bike aimed to capture the spirit of Honda's most popular models from the 1970s and 80s. However, despite its stylish nod to the past, the CB1100 struggled to maintain its place in the modern market. The rise of lighter and more technologically advanced roadsters from competitors such as Triumph and Kawasaki made it less appealing to new buyers. The bike's high price tag also deterred potential customers, especially when compared to other models offering similar performance with more modern features. Under the hood, the CB1100 is powered by a powerful 1140 cubic centimeter inline-4 engine that produces approximately 89 horsepower and 75 pound-feet of torque. The engine's power delivery is smooth, but it lacks the punch of more aggressive modern roadsters. The bike features a telescopic front fork with 43mm diameter and twin shock absorbers at the rear, providing a comfortable but somewhat dated ride. Braking duties are handled by dual front disc brakes and a single rear disc, offering adequate stopping power for its class. The bike tips the scales at around 548 pounds, which makes it heavier than some of its rivals. The price of the Honda CB1100 typically ranges from $11,900 to $12,900, depending on the model year and any additional features. This cost, combined with its somewhat old-school ride quality, has kept it from achieving mainstream success, despite its undeniable retro charm. So there you have it, the top 15 motorcycle models that are fading into the shadows. Will any of them make a triumphant return, or are they destined to become collector's items? Let us know your thoughts in the comment below. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. I will see you on the next one.